What's up guys, welcome to Dog Trainer Reacts, a brand new series here on Obsidian Canine Academy. The first episode is an absolute corker. I cannot believe what I have just watched. I have watched this prior to this video. It's floating around Facebook at the moment and it is absolutely gut-wrenchingly terrible. This guy's meant to be a police officer doing assessments for the RSPCA.
I'm Constable Davidson, 8474 Dog Legislation Officer, Merseyside Police. I'm here to do a behavioural assessment of a dog called Buster. This dog has been in kennels for some time and is responsible for causing an injury to its owner, who's now deceased. Just going to conduct it. The dog's been brought out from the kennel, it's on a sick leave, so just going to go into the examination area and start. Come on!
So, Constable Davidson, you clearly don't know much about dogs, but we're going to get into that later on. This is cringeworthy. The dog's just been brought out of a kennel, its owner's deceased, it's presumably been, locked in this compound pound for some time, and even if it hasn't, it's just been torn away from its normality. You've whacked it on a slip lead, you've got a covert sleeve on, and you're going to drag it into this compound and do your assessment. That's not a fair way to assess a dog.
Quite an old dog, appears to be in quite good condition. Walking around having a sniff. What I intend to do is just basically do a little behavioural assessment to see how the dog reacts to being under pressure. So I'm just going to look around a little bit. I'm going to start off with just sort of like simple basic commands.
So the dog's older, he says, in good condition, and as you can see in the video, super chilled, walking around, happy, no problems. This dog's clearly not an aggressive dog. This dog's clearly not really got any reactivity issues. It's just an old dog mooching around a garden, for not of a better term.
Buster, sit! Sit!
That'll do it. He didn't sit the first time, because he clearly has no idea what it means. Let's say it in a much more aggressive tone.
Sit. Sit. Down. 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 Okay. Doesn't seem to react to that. Was quite happy to be put in the sit. Walk around. Here, come on. Here. The dog seems to be a type that's just quite happy to do his own thing.
Oh boy. The dog seems to be the type that's quite happy to do his own thing. It's probably not the type that's quite happy to do his own thing, Constable Davidson. He probably doesn't have a fucking clue what sit or down means. And when you grab the dog's bum and pull it back, he still doesn't have a clue what it means. You should know this, the dogs only learn by association. So they associate X word, Alexa, stop, to an action. So the dog associates the word sit with this mechanical movement. If the dog's never been taught that, he hasn't got a clue. If the dog's never been taught down, he hasn't got a clue. On top of that, he has no bond with you and doesn't know who you are. If you asked my dog to sit, he probably wouldn't, because he doesn't know who you are.
What I'm going to try and do now is just put a little bit of pressure on him.
That's another really good idea. Let's take this dog that so far is doing nothing wrong, mooching around, 10 years old. I think he said it was 10 years old. Quite happy. Let's put some more pressure on him. What a great idea, Davidson.
Okay, well as you can see, the dog's not happy being held. No, not happy being held down. He's reacting, trying to bite me. No. Okay.
Holy fucking baloney, would you look at that? When you grab a dog by its skin and drag it to the ground, it isn't happy and tries to bite you. Who would have thought it? Of course the dog's not happy. Again, it doesn't know who you are and you've just grabbed it by its fucking skin and dragged it to the floor. Why would you put that in a temperament test? Who needs to grab their dog by the skin and drag it to the floor? Fuck.
Obviously the dog doesn't like being put under pressure.
Obviously the dog doesn't like being under pressure. No, of course it fucking doesn't. That's not putting a dog under pressure, appropriate training pressure. That's putting a dog under physical pressure, grabbing it by the skin, as I've said, and dragging it to the floor. You need to be fucking grateful, Constable David Sin, that that dog isn't aggressive. Because if you'd done that to an aggressive dog or hard-headed dog, it would have eaten your fucking face off. And rightfully so. Jesus, who employs these people?
Okay, stop. Okay. Okay, obviously he wasn't happy being picked up. Has bitten.
The dog wasn't happy being grabbed by the skin and dragged to the floor. I know what we'll try next. We'll pick him up. Why do you need to pick this dog up? How is this an assessment? How is this assessing his temperament in any way, shape or form that's logical to his existence in life? You said this dog is old. Do you know why he probably didn't like being picked up? Because it probably fucking hurts. Use some logic. You just picked him up. The dog has bitten. The dog hasn't bitten. The dog's gone into a fight or flight response. You're physically restraining it and trying to take its fucking body off the floor. Of course it's going to go into fight or flight. And do you know why it bit? Because it can't go into flight because you've taken its fucking body off the floor. Of course it's going to go into a fight response. And it's not even a bad fight response. It's a tiny little nick in your fucking jacket above your covert sleeve. David, come on.
Being conscious of this, I have taken precaution and I have got a covert sleeve. But you can see where the dog is now bitten the jacket. Okay, so we'll walk this around for a little bit longer. Obviously this dog, from the reaction and what you've seen, isn't happy being put under pressure or being told what to do. I don't intend to carry on any further with this
No, I've got to stop you there. The dog clearly is perfectly happy being told what to do. Not that you have any right to tell it what to do, because you've got no relationship, no trust and no bond. You're not the fucking boss around here. You've got that lead in your fingertips, and every time you turn around, the dog follows you, because guess what? It understands to follow light lead pressure. You can see that, it's very obvious. What the dog doesn't like is you grabbing it and manhandling it because you feel superior to it, just because you're a PC.
I don't intend to carry on any further with this examination now. As I say, the dog has reacted in the way that it's done. Doesn't like being put under pressure. Likes to do his own thing. And obviously will react when he's made to do something that it doesn't want to do. So, going to get the dog, get it back and return it into its kennel. Okay. Okay, the time now is 10:55 and the examination is concluded.
So he doesn't want to carry on any further because the dog has reacted in this way because he manhandled it across the fucking concrete. Of course it's going to react in that way. And I'm going to say it again, PC David Sin, or whatever your name is. God, I remembered your name all the way through this video. Baffled. I'm baffled that a constabulary would allow this to be their actual protocol to test dogs up for rehoming. That dog is walking around even after that stress, after the problems, after ragging it by the skin. He's still walking around super calm, super chilled, not a problem at all. However, do you know what the reality of this dog probably was? It probably got put to sleep because PC David Sin said it didn't like being told what to do. Newsflash, amigo. No dog in their right fucking mind is going to pass that test. If you did that to my dogs, you'd be in the ICU right now. Does that make them dangerous? No, not at all. They live with a 1-year-old, my 1-year-old daughter. It makes you idiotic. Let me know what you think, guys. I think that is one of the worst dog training tests I have ever seen in my entire life. And that's going some, because I have seen some bad shit. And we're going to react to good and bad in this series. If you liked the video, my response, not his fucking stupid video, hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. It's baffling, isn't it? It's baffling that a police, presumably a police dog handler, I can't imagine he's just a normal PC, would see that as an appropriate and acceptable test, clearly not understanding any aspects of canine psychology or learning development at all. Baffling.